Thank you for joining this webinar on security on ProDVX Android devices. In this webinar we would like to touch the following subjects: Android security, Android open source versus GMS versions, more security from ProDVX, operating system, firmware, network and physical, more security with ProManager, for example kiosk mode and management. So the first subject in this presentation is Android security. Describing our view on Android security begins with describing the security aspects of the Android operating system itself. Therefore, we're going to first take a little deep dive into the most relevant security aspects of Android. Android, like any other modern operating system, incorporates several layers of security measures to protect user data, privacy, and the integrity of the system. Here are some reasons why Android is considered to be secure. For example, regular security updates. Google, the company behind Android, releases regular security updates to address known vulnerabilities and threats. These updates are pushed out to devices as soon as they become available, helping to keep the system secure against emerging threats. Application sandboxing. Android applications run within their own sandbox environment, which limits their access to the rest of the system and other apps. This helps to prevent malicious apps from accessing sensitive information or causing harm to the device. Google Play Protect. Google Play Protect is a built-in malware protection system that scans apps on the Google Play Store and on the device itself for malware and other security threats. It helps ensure that users download and install only safe and verified apps. Verified boot. Android devices use a feature called Verified Boot to ensure that the device boots up only with trusted software. This helps to prevent malware from tampering with the boot process and gaining control over the device. Encryption. Android supports encryption for user data stored on the device, making it difficult for unauthorized users to access sensitive information, and even if they gain physical access to the device. Permission system. Android's permission system allows users to control access that apps have to sensitive data and device features. Users are prompted to grant access permission when they install an app, and they can revoke or modify these permissions at any time. While Android is designed with security in mind, its security also depends on users following best practices, such as keeping their devices up to date, avoiding downloading apps from untrusted sources, and being cautious about the permissions they grant to apps. So considering all these layers of Android security, we as ProDVX have a lot of tools to design highly secure devices. So this slide describes how we work with Android. So first, we refrain from rooted firmware, and there are 3 reasons for doing this. Security risks. Rooting a device often involves bypassing security measures in the Android operating system itself. This can expose the device to various security vulnerabilities and make it easier for malicious actors to gain access to sensitive information or to compromise the device. Of course, also instability and performance issues, because rooting can sometimes cause this and cause issues on the device. This is because it gives users access to system files and settings that are normally hidden, which could lead to unintended consequences if not managed properly. And secondly, we follow all security updates for our devices. We follow updates from Google, but also from the Android community because of enhanced protection against vulnerabilities, prevention of exploits, but also for maintaining device performance. Because some security updates may also include performance improvements or bug fixes that optimize the functioning of your device. By staying up to date, you can ensure that your device operates smoothly and efficiently. Overall, staying informed about and promptly installing security updates is an essential practice for maintaining the security, privacy and performance of your device and data, of course, in an increasingly connected and digitized world. A Google Mobile Services (GMS) certified device typically offers greater security compared to a regular Android open source project (AOSP) version for several reasons. Google Play Protect. So GMS certified devices come with Google Play Protect. That is Google's built-in malware protection system. Play Protect continuously scans apps installed on the device and actively monitors for suspicious activity, helping to detect and remove harmful apps. Verified apps. So GMS certified devices have access to the Google Play Store, which provides a curated selection of apps that have been vetted for security and quality. This reduces the likelihood of users inadvertently downloading malicious or compromised apps from third-party sources. Security updates. GMS certified devices typically receive security updates directly from Google on a regular basis. These updates include patches for known vulnerabilities and help to protect the device against emerging security threats. In contrast, Android open source project versions may not receive timely security updates, leaving them more vulnerable to exploitation. Of course, ProDVX also supplies 2 times per year updates to the open source versions. And then of course we have the Google Services Framework. GMS certified devices include this, which provide essential APIs and services for secure communication, authentication and data synchronization. These services are designed with security in mind and help to protect user data while interacting with various Google services. Device verification. GMS certification involves rigorous testing and verification by Google to ensure that devices meet certain quality and security standards. This includes testing compatibility with Google services and APIs, as well as adherence to security best practices. And then we have Google Play Services. Mentioned before, GMS certified devices come pre-installed with Google Play Services, and they provide essential background services and APIs for app functionality and security. These services include features such as device encryption, secure authentication and remote device management, enhancing overall security posture. While open source versions offer more flexibility and control over the operating system, they may lack the comprehensive security features and ongoing support provided by GMS certified devices. As a result, GMS certified devices are generally considered more secure for everyday use, particularly in enterprise and consumer settings where security is a primary concern. The second part of this presentation is about the additional security features ProDVX is bringing to the market. ProDVX devices have many different security features. The first one is regular firmware releases. So as said, twice per year for the open source versions and 4 times per year for the GMS certified devices. 802.1x, second point. 802.1x is a standard for network access control, NAC, that provides an authentication framework for securing wired and wireless networks. It allows devices to authenticate themselves before gaining access to a network, therefore preventing unauthorized access and ensuring that only authorized users or devices can connect. 802.1x typically involves 3 main components: the supplicant, the client device seeking access, the authenticator, the network device such as a switch or a wireless access point, and the authentication server, which verifies the credentials provided by the supplicant. Yeah, and also we have the other points. We have the Android debug bridge, mainly used for development and some management of the device. This is a very powerful way of connecting to the device. So of course ProDVX is allowing partners to use this important connection, but customers need to be aware that the potential risk of this connectivity, basically we leave the door to the vault wide open. Of course, ProDVX offers to open or close this on demand. We have USB ports and Pogo ports, and we can disable them to prevent intruders to USB interaction. And of course we have hardware accessories such as the cover plate. I have a cover plate here. This you can mount on the back side of your display, and then the physical ports are protected from intrusion. The third part of this presentation is about the security features that ProManager is bringing to the ProDVX ecosystem. So for ProManager we have a separate webinar, but in Android Enterprise, device owner refers to a management mode where an organization has full control and ownership over a device. This mode allows administrators to enforce policies, remotely manage settings, and install or remove applications on the device without requiring user intervention. Device owner is typically used in corporate-owned devices or in dedicated devices for specific business purposes, providing enhanced security and management capabilities. So kiosk mode makes sure the device is secured for single-use purpose, including for public places like in-store kiosks or education kiosks. App management enables the management of usable devices on a single device or on groups of devices. And files management is about files, such as, for example, content distribution in a secure manner. We are proud that ProManager now adds another layer of security to our devices. This brings us to the end of this webinar. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that I've triggered your interest. We will now answer all your questions raised during this presentation, but of course you can also contact your account manager later if you have additional or specific questions.